2021, and I want us to go through. Yes. The audit. Now, the other issue is about undisclosed revenue from service provider. Auditor, how is it now?
Thank you, Chair. Just a summary of it. Stand guided. I summarize or I read it word to word.
Yes, please.
Summarize.
Just summarize, yes.
Chair, during this financial year, we had 2 service collectors when it comes to county on-source revenue. We had the Jumbo Pay and the Craft Silicon Chair. Compared to the previous year, 2022-2023, the amount chair. Then the first service provider, his contract came to an end in October 2023. However, we were not provided with the handover reports, the amount of revenue that he had collected for that particular period, among other documents, Chair.
That is Jumbo Pay.
Jumbo Pay, yes, Chair. And then the new service provider who came in, is the one who is still there currently. It was at a contract price of 55 million, out of which 44 million had been paid. So our issue here was, if we had 2 service providers, how come the revenue decreased instead of increasing? That is the first issue. The second issue is, we are not able to come across invoices for the initial service provider, so that we could actually check the invoices vis-a-vis how much money he has debited or credited to the county's bank account. So when you are auditing the revenue board, we came across an amount in their financial statements of 15 million, of which it was purported, because we didn't confirm, to be an invoice to the service provider. However, the payment vouchers towards this 15 million was not provided to the auditors. Therefore, it was not possible for us to confirm the period and the scope that was actually equating to the 15 million. Thirdly, we had unsupported revenue. We found out that Meru collects revenue through various revenue streams. However, we could not get the detailed analysis of revenue which was being collected per revenue stream, per sub-county, or any other stream that was giving money to the county. That was our issues. Could you summarize?
Governor, what do you have to say about that?
Chair, thank you. I have this to say concerning the query raised, Chair. During the period under review, the county used 2 systems to collect revenue. These arose following the expiry of contract for Jumbo Pay and procurement of a different service provider. The contract for Jumbo Pay ended on October 2023 upon lapse of contract period. Following the expiry of the contract, all records held by the service provider were handed over to the county, and revenue collected using the system was fully accounted and reported in the financial statement of Meru County Receiver of Revenue. And there is an evidence, Chair, on Annex 3, handing over reports from the service provider. Further, analysis of revenue per stream collected to October 2023 is available for audit review. The amount collected by the system corresponds to amounts disbursed to county revenue fund within the set period, and there is an evidence to that effect. Annex 4, copy of revenue analysis collected between July and October 2023, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Auditor, which documents are you saying you didn't receive?
The handover.
The ones that the governor is alluding to.
Thank you, Chair. We really appreciate what has been annexed here. But as auditors, the documents that have been annexed here cannot be relied on since they are not detailed. We ought to have seen handover reports showing us that now we entered into a contract with the Jumbo Pay. It was at this contract sum. This is how we have actually ended the contract. both notes from the Jambo Pay and the county government, the amount of money or revenue that had been collected by Jambo Pay for the period that they collected the funds for the county. And when you look at that handover report, the minutes, some of the senior officers from the county are not in that meeting. So we are wondering, when it comes to the procurement of the system and also checking into the details and nitty-gritties of the such magnitude service, we expected some more. Yes, they are senior, but we expected at least the chief officer, the CC finance to be part of this team, because those are the people who actually approve the finances for this contract. Thank you, Chair.
Chair. Can I say to make progress, because our Jambo Pay, we had a problem with many counties, so that we close this issue because of time. Can we either, before we close this session or next year, summon the management of Jambo Pay, because it has been mentioned in many counties, and we are with you in Busia, and this craft silicon. Because all these problems, if you look at the receiver revenue streams, all this money that has been paid to on others are through Jambo. Can you direct, Chair, with your indulgence, for these service providers to appear? Because we have asked not have access to the, and I wish the governor was listening, the county does not have access to what it is being collected by Jambo Pay. It has been indicated. Can you direct so that we move, that the Jambo Pay appears and the silicon craft, we listen to them, then the governor can come at a later day for maybe if there are any issues that we need, especially on the aspect of implementation of contractual obligation. I yield.
Chair, I wanted to ask the county whether they have a contract between themselves and Jambo.
Last.
No, the contract between them.
Yes, do you have the
document
contract?
so that it can help us also when we summon Jambo, what kind of agreement you have with them?
Chair, let me invite my chief officer in both procurement and termination of these service providers to give us details, because he will be able to lay facts. Mr. Mwenda.
Thank you, Chair. Let me say that during that year, what transpired is that after the expiry of this Jambo Pay company contract, now the new service provider is Craft Silicon. Now, where the two are coming to have been together is during the time of takeover, between transiting from Jambo Pay to Craft Silicon. What we did, we extended period for Jambo Pay by 3 months in order to have a smooth transition. But
from when to when? Because for Jambo Pay it ended October 2023. Did you extend after that? Or when was the initial contract ending?
No, what happened? October was the last date after extension. It was extended from June 2023 to October, so that now we can give operations to the new system. Now, as it stands, the contract for Jambo Pay lapsed completely on October 2023.
So explain to us what was happening during the time of overlap between July and October. What was happening? Who was collecting the money?
During that time,
is it Jambo Pay or Silicon, or is it both?
It's both, but majorly Jambo.
what happened. And number two, Chair, it's about the documents.
The document.
Contractual documents that you had between the two companies.
Do you have them here?
Do you have them? Because that will clarify what you are actually explaining.
Chair, we have them, but we have not attached here. But we can provide.
You should have attached them.
You come to an engagement and you not attach the documents. The
Maybe
documents.
auditors, have you seen those contracts?
Thank you, Chair. Yes, we saw the two contracts, one for the Jumbo Pay and the other one for Craft Silicon.
Are they collecting money at the same time?
That is our predicament. That's why the issue is here. We really didn't have access to the system, so we could not tell who was collecting. We probably wanted to rely on the handover reports from the management, which were not provided.
Is it procedural to bring, is it called Silicon, on board while the other contract is still running?
No.
So we are pointing towards possible loss of funds. You want to say something?
I wanted to say that, Chair, it's good you have the two documents so that we can be able to see when this contract was ending, the transition, and what happened during the transition. Maybe there is some time that the revenue was collected and not using the system. So it's important, as you have directed, to get the two contracts so that we can see how the transition was done.
Chair, are these contracts, this company is working concurrently?
Yeah.
That's what we are getting, we're gathering.
So have we gotten any explanation as to why they engage two companies?
That's what we are
at the same
seeking
time?
to, that's what Senator Dulu is asking. What was the rationale?
What was
And
the
now I'm
contract?
also asking then, for the financial year 2023, no, 24, 20, no, 20, 23, 24. 23, that's what we're looking at, 23, 24. Is that it?
Yes, Chair.
Do you have documents from Silicon and from Jumbo Pay as we speak now? Because we want to make some orders now.
I've not gotten your period. Is it 23, 24?
23, 24, because from July 1, 2023, Silicon and Jumbo Pay are both collecting.
Yes, Chair.
There's that interface, isn't it?
Yes, Chair.
So when you are doing your audit, did we get documents for both companies?
No, Chair. That is why
So now we don't have.
We don't have, Chair.
So number one, we are saying, Governor, let us have all the documents for Jumbo Pay, all the documents for Silicon, including contracts, receipt statements, invoices, everything to the auditors within 7 days. Anything else you require, auditor, so that you can clear this?
The amount of money that was collected by Jumbo Pay for that period.
The amount of money that was collected by Jumbo Pay for that period, where was it deposited, Governor?
Thank you, Chair. Well guided on what you instructed us to do, Chair. I opened my remarks by saying this is a matter of governance because there is no service provider who will come to offer services in any county without the knowledge of the governor. So,
But you're the governor now.
yes, I am.
Governor now, so
I am,
if
Chair.
you can answer that question, maybe you can give your officer
I am,
tell
Chair.
us how much money was collected by Jumbo Pay in that period and where it was deposited.
Where I'm headed, Chair, is to request you that you allow my CC Finance to try and answer because she was there during the that time. Waziri Kadhono, come on board.
Yes, please. You are the CC then.
Thank you, Chair. At the period I was transitioning to another docket, but I was there during the procurement. What happened, we were not fully prepared to the procurement. There was delay in procurement. So because we were not fully prepared to migrate, that's why the Jumbo Pay was given an extension as the craft silicon come in. And that's why the two are collecting concurrently. And I would like also to bring to your attention that in Meru County, our revenue bond is semi-autonomous. So they have some independence. And that's why they are, out of that independence, that's why the executive was not fully involved. However, we monitor and we give guidance. But I want to report that currently we migrated, and especially with the coming of...
So you might not answer that question, how much was collected in the 3 months by Jumbo Pay and by Silicon, because the board is semi-autonomous.
No, as you have directed, within 7 days we will provide the data. But currently the two systems are not working together.
Anything else, Order, you want?
The invoices raised by Jumbo Pay.
Because they were not paid the money for the system.
Yes, we didn't come across any payment of the commission, so you're wondering whether it was voluntary.
Governor, were they doing the work voluntarily in the 3 months?
For the entire period.
For the entire period. Did you pay anything to Jumbo Pay for the entire period of since they started working?
Yes, they were paid.
Where are the invoices?
We will provide, Chair.
Why didn't you provide them? How much did you pay?
Maybe
allow me to bring Chief Officer Finance on board.
Before you do that, Senator Gideon,
Chair, I think you can see from the response there is a lot of discrepancies. I think the best is what Senator Dula asked, that let us get the contract obligation between the two service providers, because that is why I've given up in looking at this response is because the fact that the county government cannot know how much or the disclosure or access to the collection by the Jumbo Pay, and the process and termination and the issue of invoices. And if we can listen to this service provider, and also the county government can provide the necessary information, then the mystery of undisclosed 1 billion can be put to rest. And we are able to put where it is, because if you are the OAG, he said most of these contracts between the county government and the two entities were vague. So we need to look at it before we make that determination. And the only way we can do that is to have those entities appear before us so that we can resolve that matter. I yield.
Auditor, is it an issue that you've carried to the 2024-25 audit?
Thank you. Since the initial service contractor, that is a service provider, that's Jumbo Pay, his contract ended in 2023. The issues that are in 2024-2025, yes, these issues are still outstanding under prior year matters. But the issues for craft silicon are substantive paragraphs in the report.
Current report.
Yes, Chair.
Chair, just one clarification. If I'm not wrong, I heard you saying that Jumbo have not been paid for the period they have been providing services.
Yes.
But the CEC Finance says they have been paid. So are you able to look at the contradicting?
And in fact, the CC had requested somebody, Dr. Mungai, to answer to that, isn't it? Yeah, Dr. Mungai, how much have you paid Jumbo Pay for their work?
Yes, Chair. By the 28th February 2023, we had paid Jumbo Pay. Jumbo Pay had invoiced us 64 million. Annex 5, you'll be able to see a part payment to Jumbo Pay, which is web tribe of 15 million. And then attached, you find an analysis of, as at this date of 28th February, the amount that they had invoiced us was coming to 64,707,921.
So if you have the documents, why is it that the auditor does not have the documents?
Commission, are we supposed not to consume? We have a story from the OAG says they have not been able to be paid for the last entire period.
Yes.
Receiver revenue says they are able to be paid. I think 15 million, then they were in. Which one are we supposed not to take?
Yeah, so that's it.
Chair, I just want to ask who prepared these next 5, because even the way the wording is done, does it really make sense? Auditors, does that make sense?
Chair, thank you.
Because it has to be clarified. Commission to be paid to who? Is it Jumbo? Is it Silicon? Is it an individual? How do you account for this?
Yes.
Thank you, Chair. I want to respond to the Honorable Senator.
Yes.
The 15 million that has been actually included in this Annexure 5, it's part of our queries. We didn't come across, we are not provided with the payment voucher for this 15 million, so we really don't know what it is. We don't have...
Even the wording itself.
It is not correct.
It's not correct.
Dr. Mugai, you are hiding so many things, and you want to know what you are hiding. This 15 million, who prepared these documents? Is that person here? Is he still alive? Or is she still alive?
Yes, Chair.
Who is it?
Actually, it was prepared by the head of financial reporting in the revenue board.
Who was it then?
The financial statement.
Yes.
The head of financial reporting is the one who prepared the financial statement.
What is the name of that person? It's you.
Yes.
It's you prepared the financial statements.
Yes.
So, this other payment, Commission for Revenue Collection System, 15 million, is it for Jumbo Pay or is it for the other?
That payment was for Jumbo Pay and we have attached the payment vouchers.
No, nothing says that it is for Jumbo Pay. Is that how accounting is supposed to be done?
So, Honorable, I think the narration is the one that is captured wrongly. But
now then, if narration is wrong, even the payment is wrong. How do we know that it has been paid to Jumbo? Unless you provide the payment schedule, where it has gone, and the vouchers. How do we establish this is for Jumbo?
we have done that and we have attached the vouchers.
Where?
And it's 5. We have the payment voucher for 15 million.
The auditor is saying she has not seen those documents. Auditor, have you seen these documents?
No, Chair.
So the documents you have brought today have not been shared with the auditors previously. Is that correct? That the documents we are using today have not been looked at by the auditor. Is that the correct position?
We have shared with them.
With who?
With the auditors who came to audit during that
Later, have you seen the payment vouchers the collector of revenue is referring to?
Chair, if we had been given this payment voucher, the query could not have been in the report.
Okay, during the time of audit.
Yes.
But you said that we did.
The appended payment vouchers here, if we add them, they will not add to the 15 million. In the financial statements, you're seeing a block figure 15 million. Does it mean that this service provider didn't pay any tax? So we wanted the nitty-gritties of this 15 million on how it was arrived at.
But have you seen them before?
Chair.
This one it pertains to another period, Chair.
Chair.
Okay.
This one is for another period. It's for the executive, not for the revenue board.
Or this for the executive?
Yes, this amount of 15 million belongs to revenue board.
Okay. Yes, Senator.
Chair, if you look at the vouchers themselves, particulars, how is it captured? It doesn't say anything about Jumbo. Number two, the letter by Jumbo Pay is asking for 23 million, so 15 million. So how can you say that these vouchers are for Jumbo Pay, sorry.
Yes.
Chair, in addition to,
yes,
before he answers, I think there is an intention to mislead this committee. If you look at the attachment of the payment vouchers, they are for Meru County Revenue Board. So, and only the letter from Jumbo Pay, which was demanding 23 million. So, Governor will prepare this documentation because it doesn't look neater. These are Annex 5. Is it the Chief of Staff Finance who prepared these documents?
Senator, sorry, I can understand you. You're saying the vouchers belong to the board?
Board, but
why are you reading that?
This is Annex 5. When they have attached the Meru County Revenue Board collection.
That's received?
Yeah.
They are received by the board?
Annex 5.
Now I'm following that, yeah? Is that stamped? Yes. So that is a
this time he said examines Meru County Revenue Board.
Invoice. Yes. Who has received the document? I'm imagining. The Jumbo Pay. But as Senator is saying, there's nothing showing that these documents are from Jumbo Pay. The what? Yes. President Jumbo Pay is supposed to write an invoice requesting for payment by the board. Where are we seeing that this document, this voucher, is from Jumbo Pay?
It's only the letter from Jumbo Pay that they are demanding 23 million, but not they have not raised the voucher.
Yes?
Yes. Honorable Chair.
Yes.
Yeah, being the Chief of Staff Finance, I can assist them to answer this question. One, the Jumbo Pay made a demand notice.
Project a bit so I can hear you.
Sorry. Jumbo Pay demanded for payment of 23 million as per Annex 5, Sheet 3. 23.
Yes.
Now, out of 23 million, board was only able to pay 15 million during that financial
year. The question is, apart from this letter,
yes,
the invoices should show that they are from Jumbo Pay to the county government. Where is it indicating on the invoices that these invoices are from Jumbo Pay?
Yes, Chair. If you look at that document,
Chair,
it has both names.
Chair, I think the Chief Officer is misleading. Because if you had the auditor, she's saying even the vouchers themselves are not adding up to 15 million.
Yes.
See?
Yes.
So what are you trying to explain to us? You're not telling us anything.
Chair, what they are, inclusive of taxes, it is 15 million.
Where did you get taxes?
Yes.
Where?
Yeah, if you get,
it has to be captured in the voucher.
It is there, Chair.
Where is it?
Look at the voucher.
No. You've had auditors, and are the ones who should verify what is in the document that is original. You've had us saying on record that the figures are not adding up to 15 million. So if you are telling us it is there, and she was unable to verify, so what are you trying to tell us?
Chair, if I'm allowed to explain what it is. On 15 million, if you look at the voucher, at the bottom, you see like one voucher has 5 million.
Yes.
At the bottom.
Yes.
Below that figure, there is a tax of 86,000. Then on top, that is the net amount which goes to Web Tribe.
4,913,000.
Yes. And I further, Chair, wish to clarify that Web Tribe is the same Jumbo Pay. If you look at their invoice, they have the two names. The amount that is paid, the company, the name that is
paid. Point of order.
Yes, okay.
The CR12, can you provide evidence to show that it's the same one? Even if it is Web Tribe, is it as Jumbo Pay? Do you have any proof to that effect?
It is in the contract document.
Is that?
In the contract document.
So where is the contract, where is the CR12 to show that connection?
Chair, as we will be providing the other document, Which
The chair has not ruled, through the chair has not ruled that you'll provide the documents. Is the chair, is the county attorney here?
Yes, she's here.
Yeah.
The county attorney is here, Mr. Chair, and if
Governor, do you think it is to say right, Jumbo Pay and Web Tribe are the same? Proof to that effect through the chair.
I agree with you, Chair, we need to bring for the evidence to connect them, and maybe we can be assisted by the county attorney, although again we are going to provide those documents, Chair.
We should give that responsibility to the auditors to look back and see all those of vouchers they are actually claiming that the figures are. What is outstanding for Jumbo Pay? Because in your statement you have said Jumbo Pay saying they have paid 15 million. What was outstanding? So I think, Chair, in the interest of time, can the auditors within 2 weeks verify that and get back to the committee with all the evidences?
You should be able to give the documents to the...
So, Chair,
yes.
my concern is that the chief officer saying that Web Tribe Limited is also known as Jumbo Pay. So which company is under contract with the American government? Auditors. So how do you audit the two different companies which have no contract with the county government of Maine?
Through Chair, thank you so much. The contract is between the county government of Meru and Web Tribe into brackets Jumbo Pay. That is how the contract is reading.
Okay. So the last one for me here, if you look at the same Annex 5, we have software, systems and services, revenue collection fees of 17 million. 17,700,000. Which payment is this? Of 17 million. Just above the 15 million, we have sales points, clamps and spikes. Then there is 17 million. What was this for?
Chair, the amount is a comparative figure for previous year.
Oh, it was comparative, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay. So,
Chair,
yes.
and you know, that is why I still insist that craft silicon and Jumbo Pay must appear, because we know there are people who are smart in this country. They can use Web Tribe instead of Jumbo Pay to avoid paying of taxes within the KRA. So we need that clarity. So maybe you are paying Web Tribe because Jumbo Pay cannot pay taxes, or Jumbo Pay cannot pay taxes, you pay Web Tribe to escape. That is how business people in this country craftily operate. So that's why we need that clarity.
We just get time, we'll get Jumbo Pay here next year. The preliminary maybe before we start our meeting.
To the Attorney General to give us the CR12 of those companies, so that we will do proper follow.
Yeah, meanwhile the contracts should be on the auditor's desk within the next 7 days. It's so ruled. Now, there is undisclosed revenue. This is the last one for ROR. Then we go to the executive auditor. What was the query?
Thank you, Chair. It was noted that in Meru County we have alcoholic and licensed board, which is collecting revenue from the wines and spirits and the hard stuff. However, the amount is not actually accounted for by the executive, and we've not been provided by any law that has allowed them to collect and spend at source when the PFM says that they are supposed to be surrendering all the revenue collected to the CRF. Thank you, Chair.
Collect collecting the alcoholic drinks control board fees, licensing fees, and you collected to the order of 58 million. And that you are spending this money at source. What do you have to say, Governor?
Chair, I will invite my Chief Officer of Finance to give us light on that. Mr. Mwenda.
Yes. Chair, let me see
the page of the response.
Yes, Chair, we concur with the audit observations.
Which page?
Page 6.
Right.
Yes.
Yes, just go ahead.
Yeah, I wish to render a response. We concur with the audit observation that money is collected by Meru County Alcoholic Drinks Control Board were not deposited at CRF. This was occasioned by the fact that Meru County Alcoholic Drinks Control Board is fund created by County Assembly Act in accordance with Section 116 of Public Finance Management Act 2012, which allows county government to create funds. The enabling legislation for the board allows the Meru County Alcoholic Drinks Control Board to spend the amount collected at source, prepare books of account, and submit them to the Auditor General for audit as per Annexure 9.
Auditor.
Thank you, Chair. I wish to start this by saying that I audited Nairobi County and we had a similar case. There are issues to do with the regulations that are being enacted by the county assemblies where we find some gaps. Similar gap was with the Alcoholic Act for the Nairobi County with the Nairobi Liquor. However, moving forward, they were able to take that submission to the county assembly and it was adjusted. As we speak right now, Nairobi County's alcoholic board is transferring all the revenue to the CRF. So the fact that the county assembly for Meru came up or approved this act for the alcoholic board, it is contravening the PFM Act from National Treasury. Probably from the section of the legal fraternity that is in this house, we stand guided because that is their area of jurisdiction, so that they can be able to confirm to the house. In case of any contravention between the regulations or any other act to the PFM Act and the Constitution of Kenya, which one takes precedence? Thank you, Chair.
They are saying that there is a fund called Alcoholic Licensing and Control Board. Where are they supposed to have the account in? Is it CBK, individual account, or it should go to the CRF?
Thank you, Chair. We only have 47 counties and 47 receivers of revenue. So, for this fund, it is well created as per the Act, the way they have said. However, we only have issues when it comes to accountability. Because if this money is being collected and spent at source, we are wondering who accounts for this money that is being collected? Who controls it? If at all it's not CRF.
What happens to the other funds?
The other funds are given grants.
Oh, like FIF fund? Where do they take their money to?
FIF, that is a fund that has been created by the national government. The money actually, it's accounted for under the FIF
fund.
It has an FIF fund.
It's okay. Card mortgage fund for the county.
The money is being transferred from the county executive as a grant. It's not collecting money. It is a grant.
Okay.
Yes.
Members, what do you think? Because the county is saying they have a fund.
Chair, one would be interested to know under what circumstances would one to spend money at the source. What does the law say?
Yes. Yeah, and they have separate accounts. Yes.
The regulations are subordinate to the PFM Act. That goes
the what?
So the money,
the what?
The regulations of the liquor fund.
Is it
So
the
we should
regulations
adhere-
or the fund itself is a law made by the county assembly?
By the assembly, yes.
Yes.
It should be able to follow the PFM Act. Clearly, as we stand, as we speak now, there is no accountability for the money collected by the fund.
The fund.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
So, on the thought are the consequences of such an action.
Spending without approval. The COB is well represented here. Probably we can get more light from that department when they approve the COB. Yeah, it's well represented here.
Thank you, Chair. Now, you had asked about the FIF Act. FIF Act being passed at the county level is anchored under a national legislation. Here, these are revenues collected at the county. They must go direct to the CRF before spending. They cannot be spent outside. And that is the position, even under the PFM.
Governor?
Thank you, Chair. We are guided. We came so that we can get a lesson or two. And since we have the county attorney, who is barely 1 month old, Chair, I will request that you allow us to repeal the Meru County Alcoholic Drinks and Control Act 2016 to, match with the PFM Act so that we don't operate illegally, as it has been mentioned by the experts.
What is the mitigation now on this query?
The committee to advise.
Okay, we'll look at it and when we are writing our report, maybe yes, Senator.
Because that is money misappropriated by the previous regimes. Is it possible to get all the data from inception, when the act was passed to date? How much money has been spent through that method? Since that act was passed by the Meru County Assembly, is it possible to get all the information of all the money collected and spent so that some people can be answerable to that money misused?
That's a good question. Senator,
Chair, I joined the Deputy Speaker because, when you spend money at SOD, one, we cannot know how much you have spent, on what intention and what purpose, and how much you have collected, because that non-disclosure aspect. I know the governor is reverend, but we should not be discussing anything about alcohol, but since it's one of the revenue streams that is already in picture, and I don't know why the chair is smiling, maybe he knows more than us. But the point I'm trying to make, Chair, is is it possible to trace what the money was spent on? And is it possible to trace how much was collected? Do you remember this matter with Nairobi? They went to court. And in fact, it is them who has put us, that matter when it was determined by court, has put us to consider before March. So is it possible to get how much was collected? What was it spent on? Maybe, Chair, you can rule on that so that you can...
That's a whole revenue stream.
Yes.
Did you get opportunity to audit the so-called fund accounts?
What are the penalties?
Penalties, we can read it from the third schedule. I think it's attached there. We are able to audit the fund, the Meru Alcoholic and Licensing Board. We audited it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are they spending the money?
At source.
Were they following the PPDA?
Fine, they are following to the approval of the vouchers and all that, but that is a governance issue. It is regular, yes.
Yeah. So I think let's get all the documents from that fund. Let's know how much has been collected and possibly how it has been expended, so that then we can, when we're writing our report, we can get a way forward and see what to recommend, whether to attach the wealth of the people who are involved in this breakage of the law. Members, I think we can go to the substantive audit report for the Meru County. We are running short of time. Let's see how much you can push on the County Executive of Meru. Sorry, sir. We looked at the issues that were still remaining and addressed. And the first one was, okay, that one was addressed, and reconciled transfers. The second one is unsupported assets. Auditor, what is still remaining to be addressed?
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chair. The parcels of some of the parcel of lands that are being owned by the county have no title deeds. So as auditors, we could not confirm the ownership.
Governor, what do you have to say about that?
Thank you, Chair. This is what I have to say to answer to that query. The county has updated its fixed assets register in the prescribed format by the Public Sector Accounting Standard Board. The updated asset register is available for audit review. Chairs and members, see Annex 2, copy of the updated asset register in our bundle for the executive. The Intergovernmental Technical Relation Committee has not completed the process of handing over of the assets and liabilities for the defunct local authorities and the devolved function. Thus, the county is not in position to implement the report. Thank you, Chair.
Annex 2, where is it pointed to us, Governor?
Annex 2, Chair, is in soft copy. We delivered a soft copy of it.
Why do you deliver a soft copy here?
Chair, it is very bulky, that's why we submitted a soft copy.
Of what?
I thought you should have tabled.
Yeah.
Yes.
Through you, Chair, should have tabled the soft copy initially. And maybe, Chair, as he answers that through you, have the OAG able to cite that soft copy of the fixed asset register and whether it is complete?
Yes.
Thank you, Chair. We are able to see the soft copy of the fixed asset register, but due to lack of these title deeds, we could not confirm the parcels of lands that have been articulated in that asset register.
Auditor,
according to yes.
Chair, Auditor, do you know how many parcels of land are involved? Is it just land or something else as well, other assets?
There are several parcels of land. Given time, I can be able to provide what had been submitted to us.
Yeah, so Governor, you don't see the danger of your county not owning title to the land that belongs to the people of Meru?
Thank you, Chair. Brother Senator, I've already tried to answer to that, and it's in the public domain that the Intergovernmental Technical Relations Committee has not completed. So essentially, this is the work of the a certain body that is created by the Constitution, and ours is to wait for the handing over of the assets and liabilities for the defunct local authorities and the devolved function. And so we are not in a position, Chair, to implement the said report in full.
Clerk, this IGTRC, didn't it have timelines for completion of the work? Were there timelines for this work? I don't think that, how many years has it been since devolution? 12 years later, we can still be talking about IGTRC. You check, but they must have handed in a final report, if I'm not wrong.
Not, Chair. By this year, they hadn't concluded the report.
This is the only county I've had that excuse, Governor. I don't understand why or how.
Chair. Sorry, Chair. That is how it is, Brother Sifuna. And we don't have that report, so that we don't have the documentation so that we implement the report.
Yes, Senator.
Chair, how would you, Governor, how do you protect your land maybe from vulnerability of being grabbed? Because I think when the land doesn't have title, somebody can always come around and say, this is my land. Don't you have, maybe have those cases in where maybe the county has lost land through some I'm saying that how do you guard your land from being grabbed? Because maybe when the land is not titled, you expect anybody to come and claim. Maybe we are talking about 13 years down the line.
It's a challenge to us. Maybe what we can do is to bring the technical officers from the Department of Lands. Of course, the community knows what belongs to the public and what is privately owned. So maybe from that knowledge, that is what we can hang on to defend the public land as it is now, Chair.
Chair, just before you resume the chair, the governor is citing the incomplete work of the Intergovernmental Technical Relations Committee. The reason why I was asking that question to the clerk, I am under the impression that that committee completed its work. And you will see in our own recommendations as a committee, we said the county should adopt and implement the report of the Intergovernmental Technical Relations Committee on Assets and Liabilities from defunct local authorities, which is to presume or presuppose, Chair, that that report exists. So, clerk, can you just confirm? Because I doubt that 12 years after devolution began, we can still be talking about assets and liabilities of defunct local authorities.
Yes, Chair. We give us some time, we'll confirm.
Chair, I mean the file, no. Before, okay, maybe Senator gave us.
No, that is now the question comes back, Governor, that do you have a complete fixed asset register of Meru County government? Thank you, Chair.
Yes, you said you have it, but then it cannot be complete.
Of course, it can't be complete without these very crucial documents.
Through the Chair, so Governor, have you allocated any resources to effect that aspect of having complete fixed asset register? Any budgetary allocation, maybe Chief Officer? There was a Chief Officer who said he was brilliant. Where did he go?
Chief Officer Mwenda, who has been there since County Council's times.
So is the institution?
Yes.
How has he survived 4 administrations? That's interesting. There has been many turbulence in Meru. The ordinary plane flight. Okay, you can answer.
Yes.
Yes, Chair. Let me say that we have an asset register which is partially incomplete because of that part of title deed. But we have captured all governments, or in other words, public land is fully captured, all the parcels. What is
How have you captured it when you don't have the title deeds?
Now, when it comes to title deeds, when it comes to budget, of course, we have a budget for asset identification and tagging. We have it in every year, and we do that. But of course, you can't tag land. But we have land, and number of parcels have been beaconed by our surveyors, and they are continuing to do so. Even this year, Chair, we have a budget of around 15 million for beaconing, putting beacon to more other parcels. Chair, that's the position.
Senator Murungi.
Chair, maybe this might interest the governor. Last week, I was in Bori constituency during a petition. The committee led by Senator Faki was in Bori constituency. And there was a report from the county government through the chief officer that more than 250 title deeds, which belongs to public, are in the hands of the private investors. So you might be interested to sit down with that department so that they can give you that report, and then we try and rescue these public land from you scrutinize those title deeds so that the land can revert back to the public. But they disclose more than 250 title deeds. The land is more than 1,500 acres, which is under, they have title deeds, the land is under private investors. So maybe you might be interested to sit with your lands department.
That confirms my fears. That's what's my greatest concern.
Yeah. It's true, as also there in Meru, in that constituency, yes, because I'm in that committee, and you reckon, Governor, that a health center cannot be constructed because that land, which is actually titled, is held by a private person. This time, some Catholic church, some diocese there. So let's get all the land back to for development by the county. We can go to number 3. Failure to provide project status. Auditor.
Thank you, Chair. I wish to confirm to the committee that the county management provided the project status during the audit of 2024-2025, of which the observations from those projects have been reiterated in as substantive paragraphs in the report for 2024-2025, Chair.
For the sake of our query, you had a management letter, Governor, but still you did not provide the project status report. Why?
Chair, I have this to say concerning your question. The county has a Directorate of Efficiency Monitoring Unit and the Office of the Governor, which is charged with the mandate of ensuring proper project conceptualization, planning, execution, and timely completion of projects. Further, the county has completed majority of projects indicated as ongoing as at 30th of June 2024 and is in process of completing the remaining ones. A status project implementation for the said project is available for audit review. There is an evidence to that effect, Chair, on Annex 3, copy of the project implementation status report. Thank you, Chair.
Now, in our recommendations, there's something that is not done. You're supposed to do a budget to prioritize the completion of existing and stalled projects and provide a budget for the completion. Have you done that, or is there evidence?
That is what we endeavor to do, Chief Officer.
The budget is running now.
It indicates, yes, Chair, it's true. My Chief Officer, who is the accounting officer, can help us pinpoint on the areas that we've budgeted to complete the uncompleted projects. Mr. Mwenda?
Yes, majorly, Chair, our projects which were incomplete cumulatively for a number of years were on Department of Education and Health. And our policy from the Governor is that we complete those projects, and it was agreed, and even Assembly agreed on that. And now we are not constructing new dispensaries, all new classrooms, before completing the ones which are there. And out of that, Governor requests over 70% of incomplete projects as at that time of June 2024. They're actually being finalized, most of them.
You know,
now
you are giving me stories.
Yes.
What you should say, we have a schedule of documents, of projects, and this is their status. The amount of money that is required to complete the projects is this much, and then you point me to the annex. Do you have such a thing?
Okay, Chair, from what you are saying, I don't have that, but we can provide.
There are projects that are not completed, isn't it?
Yes.
And you have a schedule of all the projects.
Yes, and they can provide
and you know the amount of money that they require.
Yes.
For completion.
Yes.
And there is a budget to that effect.
Yes.
Do you have those documents? Can you give them within 7 days?
Yes, Chair.
This is the project implementation status. These are the projects, and this is the budget. Look at budget line number so and so, so and so, so and so. Can you do that?
Yes.
Okay, 7 days. You give it to our secretariat before we do our report.
Thank you.
I think, members, that is fair. The date for the Kenya Power has been reconciled. Failure to support finance costs.
Confirm what the 1.7 million was for. Thank you.
Governor.
I'll invite my chief officer to give us the answer, Chair. Karibu.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, it is true. The amount was Anjano, capturing direct bank charge on an overdraft. We had taken an overdraft to pay salaries at that time when disbursement from national government was delayed for more than 2 months. So it was a direct charge from the bank, and now we did a journal.
What did you say, the journal?
The journal was there, but the supporting documents to this journal were not provided. So probably maybe with the guidance of the committee, we need to see the agreement between the county and this bank that normally gives them the overdraft. So we are able to actually check the accuracy of this 1.7 million.
Is the agreement between the bank and the county available?
Yes, Chair.
7 days, give it to the auditor and to us so that we can refer to it as we do our report.
Thank you.
Long outstanding accounts payables. This is where the rubber meets the road. Auditor, what is here?
Thank you, Chair. It was an observation by the auditors that in the previous year, the outstanding accounts payable bills then was 1 billion. However, in the financial year under review, 2023-2024, the amount increased by 284 million to 1.3 billion.
Governor.
Thank you, Chair. This is the management response. At the commencement of the financial year 2024-2025, the county prepared the pending bills payment plan and submitted to control of budget. There is an evidence to that effect on Annex 4, Chair, copy of pending bills plan submitted to the Office of the Control of Budget. From the payment plan presented to the controller, the county has paid Kenya shillings 9,1085725 as at 30th June 2025. See Annex 5, evidence of payment of pending bills. The county has constituted and gazetted a pending bills verification committee, which will verify the current stock of pending bills. The committee has commenced the task on 1st September 2025. See Annex 6, copy of Gazette notice. Upon verification of the current stock of pending bills, the county treasury will prepare and forward to the control of budget a pending bills payment plan. The county treasury has provided funds in the current budget to complete existing project and has further advised line department to ensure all the ongoing projects are captured in their work plan for the financial year 2025-2026. Evidence on in Annex 7, copy of County Treasury advisory to department to include all the ongoing projects in their work plan for the current financial year. Further, the management commits itself to pay only county government. Further, the management commits itself to pay only county government shall only pay, sorry for that mix-up, pending bills contained in their respective procurement plans pursuant to Regulation 50, Clause 2 and 3 of the Public Finance Management County Government Regulations. In addition, the County Treasury will ensure supplementary budget will be prepared in third quarter to curb instances of arbitrary reallocation out of the approved budget estimates, and that public participation will be undertaken while formulating supplementary budgets. Thank you, Chair.
Yes, Senator Sifuna.
Governor, the auditor is saying you had an increase in your pending bills, jumped from 1.1 billion to 1.2, and you said from the payment plan you have already paid 931 million.
Right.
If my math is right, that leaves 300 million.
Right.
Is that
Chair.
your current stock of pending bills? What is your current stock of pending bills?
That's a technical question that requires a technical officer. Mr. Mwenda.
Yes, Chair. Our current stock of pending bill is 1.2 billion, and out of that 1.2 billion, 809 million is budgeted for payment this year. It's latent. Then 401 is the one that now will be provided subsequently.
I think I've lost you.
Yes.
We had 1.2B at which point was that, Auditor? 23, 24?
1 billion was for 22-23.
Yes.
Then 23-24, it increased by 284 million to 1.3 billion.
So at 23-24, we are at 1.3 billion. You have told us that you paid 931 million. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
So how does that leave a current bill of 1.2?
Yes, Chair, because there's another financial in between. 2023-2024, of course, we are 1.3, we paid 900, we were left with a balance of 398 million.
Okay, yeah, that's where I am, 300 million.
Yes, then now in the year 2024-2025, we accumulated another pending bill of 812.
812?
Yes.
And you have said you have done what?
Now, out of that, this year now,
there's a budget for?
Out of now that 1.2, we have a budget of 800.
So what is that pending bills committee for? What is the work of that pending bills committee that the governor is talking about? You have already budgeted to pay this amount, right?
Yes, yes.
What is the purpose of that pending bills committee? Because we have seen in other counties, Governor, that payment of all those pending bills is put on hold first, pending the conclusion of the work of that committee. You have already paid the bulk of the amount that was outstanding as at 23-24. That is 900 million. Do you get the point? This is this amount that should have been the work of that committee. So you have already paid these amounts. So why do you have this committee?
The pending bills verification committee chair is not to verify what has already been paid. It is to verify the unpaid works.
Okay, so the question I would ask you is, this 931 million that was paid, was it subject to verification?
No, Chair, that was verified by the earlier pending bills verification committee. I just wanted to be sure.
Every financial year you will have this committee?
Chair, I'm barely 7 months in the office. I just wanted to be sure that what I'm paying is the actual work done on the ground. So I didn't have any option. I thought it is prudent for me to be sure of what I'm paying, and that is work of the pending bills committee.
I don't think we're understanding each other. Governor, you have already paid 931, yeah? You are saying this was another committee that did the verification for this 931?
Yes, Chair.
Were you in office then? Because your response is that this was paid pursuant to the payment plan that you submitted to the controller.
Not at all. I was not in the office. I haven't consumed any financial budget.
Isn't that what your response at page 5 is saying?
I've reported because I'm the CEO, and the question was asked about the financial year 2023-2024. Mr. Mwenda, you can assist.
I can assist here. Chair, if you allow me, I'll give the history. In the year 2022-2023, of course, we had a new government that time, after election. So when the new governor came in, she did the verification of the pending bill, of which now, in the year 2023-2024, that amount of 1.3 billion was an accumulation of what had been verified by the pending bill committee in the year 22-23.
And the question Senator Sifuna is asking,
yes,
why are you constituting another pending bills committee?
Yes.
Yet if there are eligible pending bills, then eligible pending bills, they must have been captured in that report, and that's why you are paying.
Yes.
Are you forming a committee for this financial year 2024-2025? Or what is it for?
Chair, I was almost coming there.
Okay.
Yes. So, Chair, now, that accumulation of 1.3 had been verified in the year 22-23. So out of that, we paid 931. Then, of course, another amount was added in 24-25, of which now out of 24-25, there is part of eligible pending bills. Of course, rolling from committee. Now, when the current governor came into office, he of course constituted a committee to verify the ineligible part of the pending bill that has been there, so that now we reduce them from being ineligible to eligible, because of course there are few which have issues. Now the current committee is verifying the 400 million, which is not budgeted for. Once it's cleared, we'll do a supplementary for it. So for this term, we have had 2 committees, one at inception and one now which was constituted currently around August, yeah, this year.
And we are asking, what is the work of the current one?
The current one is verifying
400 million.
400 million, yes.
Which has been incurred this financial year?
No, which?
Or 24, 23, 24, or 24, 25?
No, Chair. You see, when you look at the accumulated pending bill from where we started with 1.3, those balances, they are pending bills which have not been paid for years because of issues, yeah.
So are you saying that you don't trust that report that was
from the verification committee?
The initial one?
I trust, but you see now, that is first committee.
Mr. Mwenda, it's not about you. I'm the one who appointed the committee chair.
Yes.
Yes, there were trust issues, chair, because many of the contractors, chair, on the ground, they are claiming that their projects were unfairly left out due to political interference. That because I know a chair who did a certain project, the committee will be instructed not to include that project among the works that will be paid. Thank you, Chair.
Chair, I don't know, because Kitale High Court, when the governor of Trans Nzoia appointed GUCOKIA to do verification, I thought the courts in Kitale said that the work of verification of pending bills is an exclusive work of OAG. But I can see you have given a gazette notice of 11 August 2025. Yet the law is very clear that, I think 225 or 229, that the work of verification of pending bills, or although pending bills has been a word that has not been used properly, is only the work of OAG, which gave you, and it is good you came with the county attorney. I thought that matter rests, Chair, and you remember, many governors have appeared here with the reports from verification committees, and based on the decision of Kitale High Court, we have insisted that the verification of pending bills should and must be the domain of the OAG office. So the fact that you gazetted this governor is illegal in office, what was your county attorney doing through the chair?
Also, Chair, just to follow up on that gazette notice, the terms of reference of this committee are not included in that gazette, Governor. So how am I supposed to know that what he's saying is true? There are no terms of reference on that gazette. Like, that is what is supposed to be the guiding factor to know what this committee is being constituted to do. You have seen the county attorney is here.
Yes, Chair, the county attorney is present.
Yes, we have seen gazette notices that appoint a committee. We are told the time they are going to serve, and also the, what is it called, the terms of reference. Yes. And I see here you gave them 30 days from September of 2025, which has since expired, right? By now you should have a report from this committee. There are no terms of reference here, so can you address those two issues, Governor? The terms of reference and whether the report has now been tabled, because 30 days have already expired.
Yes, Governor.
Chair, also my part one of the question, maybe the OAG, I thought that is the position, or nowadays any governor can appoint verification committee. Maybe before the governor Asa Muriuki can say something.
Yeah, that is the position. The ruling in Kitale has not been vacated.
Correct. So that is what I thought. So, Chair, the fact that, and I agree with Senator Sifuna on terms and reference of a gazette notice, but these officers and this appointment of this gazette notice is null and void until the matter in Kitale High Court can be vacated or appealed. So, Governor, as you answer on terms and reference of this committee, what gave you the legal impetus to appoint a verification committee on the pending bills of Meru County.
Yes, Governor.
Thank you, Chair. I'm here to get wisdom from this oversight committee, and here I am getting it sufficiently. Chair, as I've told you earlier, my county attorney, county government of Meru, since the year 2022 has been operating like we're in the bush. We've not had...
pilot.
Yes. Point of order, Chair. Governor, have you not been part of his administration from the beginning?
Right, Chair.
So what does that say about you?
Let me put it in context.
Yes, Governor.
In the bush, I mean, we didn't have a county attorney, Mr. Chair. But now we do. Someone who can guide us on matters law. And
how long has, through the chair, your county attorney been in office?
1 month, Chair. 1 month old in the office.
Yeah, Chair, maybe before my colleagues come on board, you know, Governor, there is no excuse in doing an illegality. This that you appointed is illegal, and it means the expenses of this committee, we can recover it from you because it's an illegality.
I'm guided, Chair, on what to do and what not to do. But
why don't you consult the office of the Auditor General, yet it is a public office?
That is what I will do next, Chair.
Our OAG, as the county government of Meru, consulted you on the issues of pending bills? Or have you even seen this report that has been generated by the legal outfit?
Through Chair, thank you. We did see the report. That is why it is part of the paragraph here in our report.
But you still remain that you have the constitutional right to verify the pending bills.
Yes, Chair.
So, Chair, through you, is it possible after a year, maybe through the guidance of the Chair, to meet with the county executive and eye on this issue of pending bills? Because you are the only legally mandated to do the audit.
Yes, please. I didn't get that. Yes?
Maybe I can repeat, Chair, now that the governor is saying that maybe he was not aware and they were not county attorney. Is it possible you direct that, since the OAG has only exclusive mandate on verification of pending bills, maybe you can direct in the next 14 days they meet, then when we resume sittings next year, they can give us progress report. Because this is an illegal outfit, the decision in Kitale High Court has never been vacated.
Yeah, so whatever outcome would come from the task force would not be binding, but then you can approach the Auditor General to do the verification of the pending bills. Before, maybe, okay?
I think, Chair, the governor is remorseful and ready to learn. That's why.
Is?
Remorseful and ready to learn. No, he has said that he is here
but
to learn.
But when you have made a mistake,
yes.
No, he has stated
it has to be corrected, really. So in terms of correcting that mistake, lies with the Auditor General, so that that work is done by the Auditor General, okay?
Well,
of course, with the
guided,
adequate justification. Now, just maybe the last one on this one. I have not seen your aging analysis of the pending bills, but go to page 94. Page 94 of your report, where we have the pending bills for advocates. We have Mutuma, Gishuru, and Associate Advocates, legal fee and expenses, 3.1 million, 2023-2024. Mwirigi Kaburu and Company Advocates, 23-24. They have not been paid 1.3 million. Why aren't you paying the lawyers, the law firms? I'm seeing Okubasu, Munene, and Kazungu Advocates, 23-24. I'm hoping that you're the one who was in office.
Yes.
What do you want to verify in these pending bills so that you can pay them? Because I'm imagining if they're incurred in 23-24 and the law is FIFO, first in, first out, you're supposed to have paid them in 24-25. Now we're in 25-26. They have not been paid. What do you want to verify in this?
Thank you, Chair. Because I've not given any instruction or order, on who to be paid. It is done by my technical officer. Mr. Mwenda, you could come in and clarify.
Please clarify what is wrong with the advocate fees? If you have the contracts, the fee notes and everything, why aren't you paying?
Chair, subsequently, a number of them have been paid in the subsequent year, yes.
And even the same for page 96. I'm seeing mechanical transport fund, hire of vehicles, plants and equipment for infrastructure and civil works. These are flagship and award fund projects, 55 million. Mechanical transport fund the same, 13 million, 50 million, 50 million. Have they been paid subsequently?
Yes, Chair, they were paid, yeah.
Okay. So, Auditor, what is still subsisting in that query?
Thank you, Chair. With your guidance, I think we are going to incorporate your guidance and look into the nitty-gritties of the pending bills. Equally, we have an officer from the Control of Budget whom the county communicates to in terms of performance. Probably he also needs to give us also his side. And we've actually heard from the Chief Officer that this year we have a pending bill of 1.2 billion, out of which 800 have been incurred from the current year under audit review. Probably we also need to hear from the Control of Budget what happens because pending bills occur because of various reasons. Probably the first one is the money that had been approved by the legal fraternity, the various houses, and the money that has been actually disbursed to the county. The money that is outstanding, that should be equal to the pending bills. So if at all the approval was there and the money was not disbursed to the county government, does the Control of Budget approve funds specifically for the pending bills or the accounts payables, which is not part of their substantive year transactions or projects? Because with the way the trend is going, it means there are no projects that will be done by the county, because if at all now 800 is going to pending bills again from the allocation that has been
Maybe
given.
what we need to ask is the governor first. Why do you have these pending bills for 23-24 as 800 million? Is it 23-24, 24-25? Auditor, is it 24-25?
From the explanation given by the Chief Officer, it's for 24-25.
Yes.
800.
Yes. Why do you have 800 million yet we are paying, but it seems like the pending bills are not going down? What is the reason?
Okay, Chair, I will invite my Chief of Executive CEC Finance to assist.
Madam CEC.
Yeah, Chair, as our supplementary budget, because of the political issues that were there, was approved in the month of May. In fact, we implemented in the month 2024-2025. So most of the projects were not complete by the time we were closing the year. So we had a lot of...
So you had money in the account?
Yes.
Which you could not use because of the supplementary budget?
Yes.
Okay.
So we rolled over this year.
Yes.
And that's the money we are using to pay.
So...
Around 700.
How much of that 800 million have you paid?
So far, over 2.
Because the money was there, and you crossed over because of late supplementary budget making,
yes.
And therefore you could not spend it. But in the subsequent year, you're supposed to do a supplementary budget and spend that money.
Yes.
That is 25-26.
Yes.
How much of that money have you spent, which was in the account?
So far, we have spent almost 300. 260 last month, 260 something, and we are doing another requisition.
To pay the pending bills?
Yes, to pay the pending bills. And the entire amount was committed in the budget, in the current budget.
And so maybe the question the auditor was asking, the Control of Budget, how do you release that money? Do you release it specifically for the pending bills, or once they do the supplementary budget, then something different happens?
It's part of supplement. It's part of the budget as a pending bill.
The Control of Budget.
Yes.
Thank you, Chair. Now, counties usually budget to pay their pending bills. And one of the documents they usually submit at the beginning of the financial year is their pending bill payment plan. Meru County, unfortunately, has been cited by the Controller of Budget for failure to adhere to payment plans which have been submitted to her office. And we've noted actually the difference in terms of figures of the amounts which are submitted to the Office of the Auditor General as pending bill, vis-a-vis the office, the amount that are being declared by the county, self-declaration as the actual pending bill. Is at 30th of June, the year that we are considering currently, the county declared a pending bill of 1.2 billion. That is with amount of 800 million having been incurred in that same year.
That is, they are ending June 2025?
2024. June 24.
Okay, the one you're considering, yes.
Yes. So the county in that particular year incurred a pending bill of around 700 million, plus the 500 million that was being carried forward from the year 2023. These are part of the self-declaration that was done by the county government of Meru. Now, when you look at the year 2020, 2024, 2025, as at June, the county self-declared a pending bill of 1.7 billion. 1.7 billion. This is figure coming from the county treasury. And they've aged it. They've given an aging analysis with some of the pending bills going over 3 years. We have a pending bill of a totaling amount 248 million, which is over 3 years. Between 2 to 3, we have 156 million. 1 to 2 years, 118 million. And pending bill under 1 year of 1.2 billion. Submit, Chair. Thank you.
So what does that mean? Pending bill under 1 year, 1.2 billion?
Correct, Chair.
Under 1 year means that these are pending bills in the financial year 24-25?
Yes.
Yes? That aging analysis is yours, CEC, or is it Governor?
No, it is ours.
Yes.
Okay, what makes it amount to 1.2?
For 1 year?
Yeah, for that 1 year, our collection, our collection, the revenue we were able to receive, we didn't have to full. When we budget including the projection of the revenue, own source revenue. So since we were not able to collect 100% of the project.
What was the under collection?
Around.
What was the projection?
The projection was 550, yeah.
550 million?
Yes.
What did you collect?
We collected 389.
It is a big sin. Why? With the jumbo pay or the other one?
We have tried, and currently those are the measures our governor has put in place.
No. If you are okay, sorry. So this was the projection. This is what you collected.
Yeah.
What about the previous year, 23-24?
So the previous year the collection was 370, around
370. So it increased a bit.
Yes, increased a bit.
Okay.
And this year we are making much.
So under collection of around how many millions?
Around 200, almost
200 million.
Yeah.
Makes you jump from 1.2 billion to 1.7.
No, the 1.7 is because of the previous debts which were there from other years.
I thought it's debt incurred in 1 year.
No. Remember, there is carrying forward. You remember last year they paid 931 and they were left with almost 400.
This aging analysis is yours. Unless I didn't get it Gachaja properly. You are saying between over 4 years, 248 million, 2 to 3 years, 156 million, 1 to 2 years, 118 million, and then under 1 year, 1.2 billion.
Correct.
That is what you read?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, so it's just your figures.
Yeah, those are our figures. It's because of the previous years we carried. Remember, the previous year, we were able to pay 809 and we were left with almost 400. Current 2024, 2025. Then plus the one.
Under 1 year, my understanding is pending bills incurred in 2024, 2025 financial year.
Yes.
If that is the thing, then why are you incurring a pending bill of 1.2 billion in 1 year?
Okay, the chief officer has the analysis.
You have the analysis, Chief Officer.
Chair, I've answered your question very well.
Yes.
The variance between us and the Auditor General is that
The
what we are
control of budget.
yes. What we are presenting here is payables to merchants and other service providers. There is a component of salary which was not paid as at 30th June, but of course it got first charge.
That's what I'm
in
asking
July.
for.
Yeah, that is now the
So in
variance.
terms of salaries, how much didn't you pay?
Approximately 380. Our salary is 380 million. Yeah.
Because of late exchequer release?
Yes.
How much were you expecting from the exchequer?
800.
800
We get an average of 800 per month.
So that was the last tranche to the other year?
Yes.
You finally received it?
We received.
It's okay. 380 million?
Yes.
And apart from that, then we tie it up with the under collection.
Yes, Chair.
But still you cannot go to 1.2 billion.
No, it is there,
Because
Chair.
it is 380 and the 200 million, that is 580 million. You cannot go to 1.2 billion.
That is 800, Chair.
I think I've done mathematics for the longest time I've been living. Of half a century.
Chair, the issue is,
yes,
when you take the balance brought fund from the previous year, then you want the 800 accumulated during that year. Of course, you will get 1.2. But now I'm saying that 1.2.
So it is not correct to say, for the sake of the answer, that this 1.2 billion was for 1 year.
Yeah,
it was accumulated in 1 year. It's not accurate.
No, it is not for 1 year. It's
not
accumulation.
for 1 year.
Yes.
So the documents that you took to the COB have a problem.
But now I'm saying, Chair, the 1.2 also has a component of salary.
Yes,
which you're
and
not
you've
talking
said it's
about here.
380 million.
Yes.
Yeah, and 200 million under collection. That is 580.
800.
What else?
That is 800.
Huh?
That is 800. Plus now the cash balance for the pending bill brought fund 398 million for 2023-2024.
Or there's 383, okay,
398,
million.
Yes.
Okay, but in that analysis, Gashanja, was it supposed to be for one financial year? That 38 was supposed to appear for the previous financial year.
Thank you, Chair. Actually, the figure that was submitted by the county as for salary arrears was 423 million, not 380. And then staff claims, 36 million. That's 6.4 actually. So now, these are pending bills declared, and they must be settled as a first charge.
Yes.
As per the PFM. Exactly. So there's no other way the county can treat that as not a pending bill, because a pending bill is an obligation that remains outstanding at the end of the financial year.
So, CCO, what is the actual amount for the salary? Is it 423 or 380?
Chair, and forgotten the salary for SAGAs, the transfers to SAGAs. When you want, county executive salary per month is an average of 380. Now, when you want SAGAs, that is the figure. You know, I'm just caught up.
Just because we want to be as accurate as possible. This is Parliament.
Yes, Chair.
This is a House of Parliament, and we must be as accurate as possible. We have people recording, there is Hansard, and we must do our report. So if you give us inaccurate figures, what do you expect us to do? And we want accurate figures, okay? Now, Governor, we have been unable to complete this audit report.
Right.
And so we'll make a decision on whether to invite you again or to rely on the written submissions so that we do our report. Okay. We are going to in a minute's time, and we must be there so that we don't cause a quorum hitch. I will donate our time for closing remarks to Senator, your neighbor, Mwenda Gataya.
Nothing much, Chair. I think the governor is trying, having been around for the last 7 months. I think I'll give you a B+. A B+. You are trying. No, you are yet there. You may be in the next one year also, but you're doing your very well.
I don't know. Okay, let me give you an opportunity to say what your closing remarks. Remarks.
Very brief, Chair. I appreciate my brother Gataya's support and all of you. You know, this county government of Meru is a product of this house, and we appreciate the support and the defense that you put to ensure devolution works, and all the areas that you guided us to work on, Chair. Next time we'll be appearing before your committee. We shall have all the details that you've requested from us, and we are well guided on how to operate, especially on matters, law, and all the areas that you've touched on today's discourse. And we appreciate the support, and we really thank this Senate for everything, and especially the Senate of Meru. Chair, initially he was tainted as a very bad senator, but I can report to this house that my brother Gataya, Senator of Meru, and even Senator Cherigai, he has been calling, many senators have been calling to ensure that Meru County operates, Meru County functions, Meru County delivers services to Mwananchi as it should be, and that is what we are doing, and we appreciate the support. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Governor. Yes.
You had asked us to check on the IGTRC report.
Yes, please.
We have checked and we found there is a report of 2021. That is the latest report that's available. I've shared with the committee.
All the reports are ready.
Yes, so the county can have a look at it.
And the far I know is that all the reports were ready. I've been in this committee for quite a while now, from 2018, so I know the reports that were ready for collection. Please collect if you've not collected them, adopt them, and implement them from the IGRTC.
Well guided, Chair.
Yes, and we are saying that for us, we'll continue defending and protecting the interests of counties and their governments, because that is our key mandate, and then to follow up and see that the people of our counties are getting goods and services, and we'll not relent on this one. And our the people we're working with, Auditor General, Control of Budget, ESCC, DC, and all the agencies are in full gear to make sure that the money that we take to the governments is used so that goods and services can be gotten by our people. We will still appropriate, and even the county government additional allocations act, which has actually overstayed a bill. I know it will be ready very soon, so that the monies in terms of conditional grants can come to the counties for your use. I have already stated that there are some issues that we might want to bring forward to the next audit, but there are some that we might want to call you so that you can answer, like the issue of the projects. Auditor, please, when you're doing your reports, let's see all the projects outlined. If it is a road that is not made very well, let us see this road, Malindi Kamukua Road. What was wrong with it? You know, is it issue of a procurement? Is it non-provision of documents? Let's see all of them listed in the next report, so that you can follow through as senators. Otherwise, I know Meru now is settling fast. You've been here around for quite a while for the bad reasons, for the wrong reasons. I know you'll settle and work as a team. Every time we wish you well, Meru, and when Meru works, then Kenya works. Thank you so much. We adjourn until maybe we need to make communication.
On notice.
On notice, because we're not very sure if Monday will have a client. Thank you. The meeting stands adjourned.
AJ Ngavana TV. tore na kwithikira tukibumenyithia gikuo kia Nathan Muriuki Kome kira giakarikire tariki 29 mweri jwa 10 cibitari-ini ya Aga Khan nyuma ya mbajio kagita gakai. Arari mwana wa Johnson Kome Mwongo na Penina Kathure Kome na mukuru wa Helen Mumbi na ithe wa Charin Kendi Muriuki na Charlton Njoroge Muriuki. Arari mutano ngina wa Karambu Nkatha Mutuma na Mututigi Mwenda. Arari brother-in-law wa Kobia Mwangi Kamau Wanja Nyambura Judy Caroline na Elizabeth. Arari son-in-law wa Francis Njoroge na Charity Njoroge. Arari yanko cousin na muchore wa baba ingi. Achore na ntubanja ni baguchemania ntuko chionthenja kwa chiari bawe Nchiru na Fathers Group Office Buruburu Nairobi na nja kwawe Kamulu Ruai 11 chiogoro ntuba maromba na kubangania mathiko. Mweri jukari to Montezuma Funeral Home Juma tariki mugwanja mweri jojojo wa 11 12 chiaro kere na kiongwana ke mathiko ekathithika kunene MCK Church 5:30 chia muthenya na kano gokuanja kwa ithe Nchiru kunene sublocation Nkomo location Noringo Division Tigania West. Itora kwendete ndi murungu wa kwenda nkuruki na wakabwega thirine ya Kristo.
Turi na kwithikira tukibumenyithia gikuo kia Naomi Kanyere Mutea kiria giakarikire tariki 31 mweri jwa 10 mwaka juju ari Grace Park Hospital Meru. Arari mwari wa Mututigi Cecilia Karoki na Mututigi Mathayo Ntwarimi. Arari mwekuru wa Mututigi Sebastian Tumutea Karia na ngina wa Sarasius Mutea na Stella Karimi, Nicholas Kinyua na Faith Kathure, Martin Mutea na Justina Mutea, Mututigi Rusi Mutea, Christine Babu, Mututigi Ben Mutea, Vincent